What's up, everybody? This is Jim Bovington coming to you on this beautiful 50-degree Colorado day. And today we're going to be talking about buying a motorcycle in a COVID-19 world. It's not the same easy process it may have once been. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. So lots of things have changed since COVID-19 came into our world. And buying a motorcycle, and even buying parts for that motorcycle, has been changed quite a bit. So we're going to discuss my purchasing experience through Indian Motorcycle and hopefully give you an idea of how to gauge your expectations if you're planning on buying a new motorcycle or even planning on upgrading that motorcycle you've already acquired. So, it was August 2020 when my wife was like, hey, for your birthday, you've got permission to buy a motorcycle. And I was like, fuck yeah. And I was on the phone. Oh, god damn it. I was on the phone that same very day finding my Indian Scout bobber. And I went through the Indian Motorcycle website and I set up my bike. I didn't want anything fancy. I wanted a brand new 2020 Scout bobber. No add-ons. I just knew that I wanted it smoke white. I had to have a white. Especially that smoke white, so gorgeous. That was my only demand, and this was the first vehicle I've ever bought where I wasn't going to settle for whatever color that I had to get. And so I hit up a couple dealers in the close by area, and I was like, hey, I gotta have a white 2020 bobber. Can you get me one? I saw they didn't have any in stock. And the first dealership, which was the closest to my house, so it would have been preferred, the sales guy replied back and he was like, nope, got a blue one. How about blue? And I was like, okay, no, I specifically need a white one. Can you order one? And he's like, nope. I was like, cool, well, you don't fucking want to sell me a motorcycle, do you, buddy? And he's like, yeah, Polaris stopped making the 2020s already, so we can't order one. I was like, that's bullshit. I don't like you. So I complained about this guy. And I moved on. So I finally found one in stock online at a dealership down in Pueblo, strictly Powersports. Not necessarily close to my house, it's a 2-hour drive or so, but I didn't care. If I could get my white bobber, that's all that mattered. And I didn't have to go out of state, that's a plus. So, once again, I went through the Indian website, submitted my order, but I picked strictly Powersports as my preferred dealer. And within the hour, Mara, my salesperson, called me up and was like, hey, that bike that you saw on our website, we don't have it in stock yet, but it's on order and we expect to have it in 2 weeks. Do you want it? And I said, fuck yes. Here's $1,000. Thank you very much. Please keep in touch. And again, this was, first week of August. So here's one thing you got to keep in mind, guys. There's a certain time of the year where a manufacturer stops making the current year model and moves on to production for the next year's model. And I just happened to be trying to buy a motorcycle during that time. So try not to do that. So this white bobber was already on order through the dealership. Mara hit up Polaris and was like, hey, that bike is sold now, make sure we get it. So a couple weeks goes by and Mara's like, hey, I don't know what's going on, we can't find tracking on it, yada yada, please wait a little bit longer. And I'm like, cool. Then come to find out 3 to 4 weeks in, Polaris canceled their order because it was a bike that had not been built, but it was a 2020 and they stopped making them. So I was like, well, help me out, Mara, what are we gonna do? And she's like, don't worry about it. We've resubmitted the order for a 2021 model, smoke white, same way you want it. We're locking in your price for 2020. We're just gonna have to wait. At this point, it was about my birthday, and she was like, we feel really bad, so come down for your birthday and pick out from our used inventory, and you can ride that till it shows up. So I did. It was a long drive, but it was my birthday, so I made my wife take me down there literally on the day of my birthday, and I picked out a motorcycle and rode it home. And I rode that bike for almost a month and a half after that. So this was easily a 2-month long process to get my bike built, custom color, and have it sent to me. So why am I sharing this information? We've probably all had some pretty high expectations that when you buy something, you get it. We are the society that demands immediate satisfaction. And at least for motorcycles, this is no longer the case. If you don't have a color or build in mind, sweet. Most places have 1 or 2 in stock. You can just take whatever color they have. It's probably black. And if that's cool with you, awesome. You're going to get a bike a lot faster. But if you are the kind of guy that's almost 40 and is no longer willing to sacrifice certain things to get what you want, you're going to have to wait. You want that smoke slate blue color with apes and a sissy bar and a comfort seat, you're going to have to wait for it. Now this isn't just for new motorcycles. I've been ordering parts for this bike for the last 4 months. And let me tell you, shit takes a long time to get these days, depending on what it is. I ordered these levers from LSL, who are in the Netherlands. I ordered it directly from them because the specific model I wanted, I couldn't find at a store locally in the States to order it from. Those took 2 months to get here. My forward foot controls from Free Spirits, I wanted 80 millimeter, which is probably the most uncommon size, and the best I could find those at was through a website in Germany. Those took 3 months to get here. My custom frame plates with the Colorado flag logo on them, I ordered those from a gentleman in Spain. Those took a month and a half to close to 2 months to get those. My Hacker Mayhem exhaust, it's built here in America, in the Pacific Northwest. I've already been waiting on those over 2 months. Especially places like that with a custom exhaust, they've got to they work with other companies to get it all put together. They don't all necessarily do the powder coating themselves, or so they rely on a handshake between multiple different companies, and a lot of them are small companies. So they may be able to put your pipes together quickly, but then they're waiting on O2 bungs from some other company. And then once those finally get in, they have to send it off to powder coating. And they gotta wait in line at that company. So I'm just trying to level set with you guys. You're gonna have to slow down and just kind of take things as they come. And the longer you expect to receive something, the more of a nice surprise it is when, hey, it only took 1 month to get these. That's cool. So just a little word from the wise. You kind of got to deal with lead times these days, and don't expect the timeliest response from anybody. So thanks again for listening, guys. We will talk to you again soon. But in the meantime, don't forget, don't be a skid mark. We'll see you next time.